Welcome back to GMOY Radio. I'm James. I'm Skyline. That is James. This is Vlad the Guru. And this is Who and What. Took a little sip of it just got started fucked up immediately. Again, this is why this is unfiltered. We always gonna be unfiltered. But again, we got Vlad the Guru in the house. This is the second time this year that we have done a very quick turnaround to get an interview. And I'm happy to say the man showed up, unlike some of y'all that I'll be calling out later. But nice to meet you, man. Like I said, I'm not gonna stunt. I've only heard say by the bell, but I like it. It's hype,
bro. You gotta listen to the mixtape. That's
what you know. You already told you, man. The mixtape is coming. Again, Rap Jerry tomorrow. He'll be on Rap Jerry next week. So that's different. But yeah, like we review all the albums. Like I said, we all let y'all know. End of the year, somewhere between Christmas and New Year's, top 10 mixtapes, albums, and EPs of Pittsburgh will be coming out of Unfiltered to let y'all know. But yeah, we definitely gonna have to listen to the whole project because that was a turn-up track right there.
Yeah, that's just a little bit of what I got for real.
So first and foremost, I always like to know what side of the city you rep.
Penn Hills.
Penn Hills. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, definitely. So since you're from the east or the far east, basically in the Penn Hills sense, who would you consider your local artist that you came up after that like you would look up to?
Wiz or Mac. That's pretty much it. I'm not really like into the whole trap scene. I think it all sounds the same. It's just not me. So.
All right. I rep that. Oh no, I understand. No, that's something I respect trap rappers. If y'all are authentic about things, I don't think everybody's authentic at this point.
Right.
But also, I think it's just self-snitching. So like, I definitely can respect the fact that you're not about self-snitching.
Definitely.
So, tell us a little bit about the mixtape, like because you know I've heard say about the bell. James, I know you probably delved deeper into his music.
No, I didn't know. I didn't want to because I want to know. I want to hear more. I want to know.
I just don't like going blind into an interview.
It's called Intro, and it's the introduction to me as an artist. So like, it's like every song is different. There's something on there for every single person out there. I got some R&B on there. I got some turn up tracks. I got some conscious shit. Anything you want to listen to is gonna be in this EP. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, if you want to listen, if you're feeling sad that day, you can turn my shit on. You know what I'm saying? You feeling like you want to turn up? My shit's there too. Like, I got it all.
All right, for sure. So, this is the first project?
Yeah, it's my first project.
Right. I know, I've listened to a lot of first projects. I mean, I didn't get to listen to more than Saved by the Bell, but I've heard worse when it comes to like production, people not getting mixed and mastering and stuff like that. So, and the music video looks crisp. So, like, I'm not worried about, I've been way more worried about other people telling me it's your first project. So, I can definitely respect that.
Yeah.
Just from like the work you put into just Saved by the Bell.
Right.
So outside of Pittsburgh, who would you think your biggest influences on hip hop
are? XXX Tentacion.
Okay.
Ski Master, Slump God, Lil Xan, Tupac, DMX. I pretty much love all music.
Okay.
Everything. You know what I'm saying? So I want to branch out to every crowd of people because it's like, what's the point in just pertaining to one certain group of people whenever everybody can listen?
I understand that. So, that's an interesting lineup of artists because you ended up with Tupac. I probably wouldn't have been that shocked if you didn't end up with Tupac.
Right.
So I was reading recently, if you're a Lil Xan fan, Lil Xan fan, are you into that culture? I don't want to like say like the drug culture, but like that culture.
Not necessarily.
All right.
Not necessarily. I mean, I turn up, but like, I don't like promote it.
You're not on the zombie.
Yeah, I'm saying like.
No. I just want to know. Like I always, because I've started to learn not to judge artists that are doing this. Like some
no,
people
I don't do no Xans. I don't pop no Xans. Fuck that shit. I smoke weed.
I know. We're definitely all here for that. I can't stop that. So, no, like I said, it's definitely it's just an interesting world we are in with rap right now. I feel like rap has turned from the dealers outside of people smoking
right
and drinking
to users.
Right, like I think a lot of people are addicts now, like legit.
Yeah, you're not lying. Definitely.
So I definitely I just wanted to know. Like I said, I don't judge anybody because I'm starting hearing stories of like niggas in the hood have PTSD. And it wasn't something I didn't think about because I'm not in the hood like that. But if you really shooting that much, at some point it does weigh on you.
Real shit.
So not everybody out here just partying to get fucked up. Some of these people are hiding stuff. I just wanted to make sure you was cool on both sides. So would you consider yourself more of a backpacker?
No, what do you mean by that?
more like an MC, like a rapper that's out here to rap and about them and not have to have the upper echelon of cars, money, hoes to push their music?
Well, I want money, clothes, cars, and shit. But
and we all want that. Everybody in the
yeah, I'm saying. But I'm all about like whenever I make my first 100,000, I really want to make start like a GoFundMe type thing for homeless men in Pittsburgh, because there's no homeless shelter out here for men, only for women. So like that's something I really want to do. I'm definitely out to help myself and my family first, but as soon as I can do anything for anybody else, that's my main goal.
I respect that. I definitely respect that. And I, since having all these interviews, and I might not have asked the right questions, but you're the first artist to actually hit me with something that deep. Because you're right. I do know that there are no men-purposed homeless centers in the city.
Right. You
are right about that. It's the whole issue with all the people sleeping in tents over on the north side.
Right. So like when it gets cold outside, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
because we rock, like I have walked around some of the weirder areas of the city. I have seen the tent cities before. I walked into a tent city on accident of the homeless people. Like it was like one of my ex-girls and just walked in and you see tents and clothes hanging up all over the place and like just be quiet and keep it moving.
Right.
It's like cause it's like South Park to me. I ain't got no change. I feel bad for you, but I ain't got no change.
But I mean, like, it gets to the point where like a lot of homeless people are like, they're like, I have to go ahead and commit crime just to go to jail, so I have
you can stay warm and get food.
Like, that's the worst thing I hear. When I hear about homeless people purposely getting sent to jail to be warm, and I'm just like, damn.
It's hard out there. I mean, it gets cold. It gets cold out here. You know, Pittsburgh ain't the warmest city, so I mean,
right?
Yeah, it's definitely not.
So that's an awesome thing to be trying to push for in the future. Yeah,
because like there's just too much bullshit out here nowadays, and like I feel like most of these artists are out just to help themselves, and it's like if you have it to give, then why not?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Honestly, in Pittsburgh, if you're outside of what a Yola tried to do with the children's hospital thing, where he got in trouble for that because of the posters, you're the only other artist I've seen take it that deep.
It is that it's that deep. It's bigger than music. This is bigger than music. I'm not just a rapper. I'm not a fucking rapper. Like I want to be an idol. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, so is that how like that all started? You were like, how am I gonna start my ground to do something good? Like I was like, all right, I'm gonna do music.
It started out. I was in a band. I used to be in a metal band.
Okay.
I used to scream, and
I like that though.
Yeah, I did covers and shit like that, and I would just keep getting in bands with people, and nobody had the same work ethic and shit. Nobody wanted to work. So what I did, I was like, you know what, my boy Kevin. He was rapping in high school, and I was like, you know what, that nigga, everybody fucking like him. So like, let me see what's up. So I started writing shit, and like, the only like advice he gave me was more multis and work on your flow. So like from that point, I just started excelling, and that was my senior year of high school. So it's probably been like 3-4 years since I started rapping for real.
You know what? That makes me respect what you're doing even more, because I feel like a lot of people, when they decide to start rapping, they rush that first project. The fact that you just told me that you've been doing this for 3 years and this is your first project.
Right.
I only have one other homie that's done this, and he's been doing this for like 6 years and has to drop the project. But yeah, Malachi gave me a smirk. But no, I respect that, because I don't think everybody, if you make the decision to be go music anywhere, it doesn't matter if rap, I think you should at least tone your craft for a year. You took 3, and that's fine. Right. But I don't think if I woke up tomorrow,
I've dropped singles and whatnot on SoundCloud and stuff like that, but I didn't drop any like something solid for everybody to hear.
And I think that's how it's supposed to do. Yeah. Like I said, I definitely think a couple singles, fill it out, see what you do and do anything wrong. But yeah, take your time. Anybody out here just watching this, take your time. Again, you still will get here to the point that people want to talk to you about your music if you do the process.
Right.
If you jump out here and you just hop on YouTube with a video and a beat playing over your computer while you're rapping over it, nobody's gonna take you seriously. I've seen way too much of that.
Right.
So I definitely fuck with the ethic of taking your time and perfecting your process.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So now, since you said you was part of a metal band, so I don't know much about metal, but like outside of rap, who would you say is your influences in music?
Outside of rap, outside of rap and not even metal, Frank Sinatra.
Okay.
The Temptations, the Flamingos. I grew up with my grandma, so like she listened to a lot of doo-wop. So like that's pretty much what I grew up on. That. So I listen to like all them niggas. songs like from back in the day.
Oh,
I love that shit.
I respect it, man.
And then like if you're talking metal, talking classic rock metal, like Guns N' Roses and shit like that, they're dope.
I feel like everybody in here is a somewhat a Guns N' Roses fan, even if you didn't listen to a full album.
Right. And the metal, like Asking Alexandria, Memphis Mayfire, A Day to Remember, all them niggas, like from back in the day when it was. I like metal more back then than I do now. So like, yeah.
when you blow up, because everybody's blowing up in my eyes, would you? I'm not saying an album, but would you try to reach out to somebody like Asking Alexandria to try to do a collab?
Nah, that's not my thing. I like rap too much.
Okay.
Like I honestly, I'm interested in the future possibly doing some metal.
I wouldn't even
like a little project or something, because I do still like it and I can do it, but I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
Like I said, it's definitely one of the more interesting transitions to rap I've heard of in the last few years.
Right.
Like when it comes to music, I've heard weird transitions from like leaving day jobs to rap.
Like I'll definitely, they're definitely like look forward to at some point. I'm gonna scream in some of my shit. Okay. That's gonna happen. But like I'm not gonna drop I'm not gonna like join a band anytime soon.
No,
you know,
not joining, but I mean like maybe do a few singles or something.
Yeah,
like,
probably not.
And this is a completely different genre of rock, but like Fall Out Boy with like 2 Chainz, like they've been doing songs like that recently.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean talking like I don't know. You ever hear "I'm 17 in Your Hood" by X? Yeah, some shit like that.
We reviewed that album earlier. She was actually very refreshing. Because I'll be 100% honest with you. Up until the release of the album, I was calling him XX get knocked out for like 3 months.
Bro, that upset me. I was so mad about that, bro. I was like, they really stole my nigga.
I was like, and I was like, yo, he was doing a ballad. He ain't had no shoes on. I'm like, I don't know. He has security. Don't care about him.
They don't care, bro. They got paid that day.
So it was a whole issue. I was just like, it's the issue with newer artists. If I don't hear your music first, I usually see the worst thing that happens to you. And that was what happened to XX. It's like, I ain't hear no music. I just woke up one day. I heard about him a little bit, but I didn't hear no music. But the one day I woke up and he was sliding across a stage.
Oh, yeah, asleep. They knocked his ass out.
And then
so sad, man.
And then listening to the album, outside of the fact that every song was like 1:30, I was like, oh, wait. He doesn't sound like, my closest example would be Lil Pump, because I can't stand Lil Pump.
I like Lil Pump. I like Lil Pump. That's my dude. That's gotta.
But no, like XX to me is he has. I actually think he has a future as long as he doesn't commit suicide or something.
Right.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Because nothing will be worse. Like I was worried about this year's freshman list. Nothing was worse than last year's freshman list with like X and with Vertin with the freestyles. I think these guys are starting to learn how to make music, but the freestyles has gone downhill so bad that I was like, what's going on? This year's freshman list actually brought it back a little bit for me.
Yeah, a little bit.
With like May and Toyo, I'm learning about XX being better than what I thought he was. And I guess it's because of the rest of the albums. I didn't like the single. What was the single did he just drop with that really crazy music video? I fucked with the music video.
What? Look at Me.
Yeah, I never really fucked with.
Are you talking about his acoustic?
Yeah, all them acoustic songs.
17.
Yeah, I was into 17. I was like, oh.
I love that whole thing.
Oh, 17 is refreshing.
That dropped at the perfect time for me, for real.
Cool. So, I'm trying to think. Like, so you're from Pittsburgh. Like, you're born and bred. How you feeling about the sports in the city?
I don't pay attention to sports.
Not a sports
guy? Distraction.
Okay.
So what's your side thing? What's something that you do more of like a hobby other than rapping or whatnot?
I skateboard.
All right. You go any parks anywhere?
I kind of just rap. Bro. I kind of just like, I'd be sticking to my rap. This is an everyday thing.
Okay.
I'm on my shit, yeah.
Hey, some people call this a part-time job. I respect the fact that you call it full-time.
This is every day. I freestyle every day for like a year and a half, no breaks, for like 2-3 hours every day. Like it's a job.
That's important, yeah. I mean, you don't want to get behind. You want to keep up with everyone, you know.
Right.
It's important. You don't want to, get pushed back and then people forget about you. So no, that's awesome. You know, keeping up every day.
Exactly.
Cool.
You got any main studio you like to go to in the city, or?
I recorded like half my tape at Art House Studios. They're right in Etna.
Okay.
Great place to go. Yeah, Devin, he recorded my shit. Great work. I liked it. I'm gonna go there more.
All right.
That or in What If Studios, Ian Patrick Hill.
All right.
And New Ken.
All right. So you travel to make sure your music's right. That's
bro. Definitely. You gotta.
I mean, I guess that ain't traveling for you. Like I'm in the South, so going to New Ken's a trip.
right. Definitely. I feel that.
Going to Edna's a trip too, but I mean, I'll do that probably before I get to Ken.
Right.
But no, definitely, like I said, it's interesting. I like hearing, like I said, we like to know where the artists is like, what happened in the city. Everybody tells us a different studio, which is cool because every studio is still popping. Like you still told us 2 studios we know, but you're definitely the first artist to hit me with the New Ken studio, even though I knew about it. And I don't hear a lot of artists heading up to Edna. Again, I guess this might just be out some of their way. Some of them.
I just found out about it.
Okay.
My homie let me know, and then I hit them up, and then they just got me in there. So
it's getting cold, man. So you got any shows to keep people warm coming up?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm opening up for Jay Crick. They rescheduled it. For some reason, Rich the Kid's his manager said like, this is what happens when you have a rapper as a manager. And he like set a Europe tour the same day that he had a show here. So they canceled their shows here and went and did the tour over there. So they'll be back on the 23rd. So the show will probably be
Okay.
The show will probably be like somewhere between the end of this month and next month.
Okay.
So I'll let everybody know. Just go to my page.
Also, I know it probably disappoints you, but if they tell me I have to do a show here or if I can go to Germany, I'm hopping on the plane.
Yeah, period. Period. The money way. Like, I get it. I definitely understand. I get it.
So
I'm out the way, like everything.
As long as you don't get left behind, because he's coming back. He's coming back. Like,
right.
We're still doing the show. We're still doing.
Yeah, they said they're rescheduling.
Yeah,
definitely.
so that's important. Okay.
Definitely. So I know you said that you ain't playing in terms of sports, but did you peep any of the BT Awards last couple of days or last week?
No, actually, the only thing I seen was that Eminem freestyle, and everybody was tweaking about it. I thought it was weak.
Okay, no, that's something I definitely wanted to know. Is how people feel about that.
I think that nigga was just doing it for a little bit of a buzz. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's just it's just another distraction. Like they're killing witnesses out here, and we're worried about the BET Awards. Fuck the BET Awards. I don't give a fuck about them. Like,
this is definitely what I want to hear. I want to hear what's going on with the real.
Like, I'd rather pay attention to like people dying, like mass murders that are like planned by our government and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I understand. So saying that, and you could answer the question as freely as you can. How do you feel about Vegas?
I think it was an inside job.
No, that's what I said. That's why I asked.
I don't know. There's witnesses being killed and disappearing, and like it's too much of a coincidence. There's no such thing as a coincidence in this world. You know what I'm saying? So like, I can't believe it. I won't. So until somebody proves me different.
Like I said, that's why wild question. So would you consider yourself like more of like a BOB, like trying to explain to people what's really going on? I'm not saying that you think the world's flat.
I'm not about to spoon feed nobody.
Okay.
If they want the knowledge and they need to find it themselves. But I mean, you're definitely gonna hear some knowledgeable shit in my music. But I'm really trying to appeal to people.
Okay.
So like, I'm not trying to hear like you talk about conspiracy theories every fucking day when I listen to your music. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like I want to fucking turn up, and sometimes I'm sad because my girl just broke my heart. Or sometimes like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's always a different feel. So like, no, I'm not really gonna I'm not gonna dedicate my career to conspiracy theories.
We're just gonna stay woke.
Yeah. Period.
Even though I'm pretty sure I know the answer. You do not think the world's flat.
No.
Okay. No, it's been like a big thing this year. Like as soon as
that's just stupid to me, bro. I get why people question it, because like everything has been a lie like more than half our lives. But like, I mean, who cares? But maybe it is flat. What does it matter? What are you doing about yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you asking all these questions. You just want to be like, oh, what's going on with this? This is like, well, what are you doing about yourself? Exactly. Like,
Right.
what's going on like right here? Like, this is what's going on here. Finding out the world being flat, is that going to change everything? Is that going to make things better?
It ain't going to change shit.
So,
right. Like, all right.
Might change how people try to commit suicide. That's all I can think is that people are going to go try to find the edge. That's it.
Right.
So no, I definitely understood that. Like I was just like, it's been an interesting topic this year, hearing people say that they switch sides on that topic.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm a firm believer that the Earth is probably round.
So you said earlier from Penn Hills. As of right now, Penn Hills is probably one of the areas of the city that hasn't been hit like where we're sitting right now with gentrification. Seeing how the other neighborhoods are handled, being basically renovated from the inside out. Does that make you worry about your own neighborhood at all?
No, what do you mean by renovated? Oh, you mean like how they moving everybody out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's getting bad out here. Like,
because I mean,
they moving everybody into the wrong place. People are fighting. Like, it's a setup. It's a whole setup.
I'll say because I mean, we on Bond Boulevard, and I consider Shady Side, but like we go like 3 addresses down, and we in East Liberty, and we go by to where the tower used to be every day. Right. Not saying the tower still needed to be there. That was probably one of the things that needed to change. But no, like East Liberty is not the same place it was when I was a kid. I can see that. Oh
no, definitely not that. There used to be people all up and down the street. There ain't nobody out here no more.
So like, and then like basically what I'm saying is after they go through East Lib and they get done with Homewood.
Where are they coming next? Penn Hills. I already know. They're already doing it.
Right.
Like it's in the process already. They start the roads first and then they move on to the buildings. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So like, what would you, if you had any idea? I mean, everybody listened to Jay-Z and said buy your own and try to move up. But like, do you have any advice for your people? Like an idea of like trying to keep your, I would say heritage. Penn Hills is one of the areas of the city that I do think has a decent amount of Black heritage for the community that's had there for a while.
This is a tough question. Now, what do you mean by that exactly?
Like, would you try to tell people not to sell their homes? Because that's what's coming next.
I mean, what works for you? You know what I'm saying? Like Penn Hills was honestly predominantly white.
Yes.
Back in the day, Black people kind of just got there. If you want to move, sell that shit. But if you want to stay. Like I'm saying, like it don't matter. It don't matter where you go as long as you got your family
support.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen it, but I've seen the pictures of people that don't sell when they got like their crib in the middle of a Walmart parking lot.
Right. Oh yeah, that ain't right. That ain't right. But I mean, Walmart's right there.
You're good. He's like, I'm good.
Like, I swear, because I got cousins out in Chicago. Like, there's a shopping center near their crib, and there's like the Walmart, the Kmart, a Taco Bell, and in the center of the parking lot, there's a house with a yard and a fence around.
That ain't even right. Yeah. That ain't even right. Why they do that to them?
But and I'm shocked that we haven't seen more of it in Pittsburgh. Like, I mean, I feel like they're doing a lot of public domain shit, which public domain basically is like they think they have a right to the area where you live, so they basically just jack your shit.
Right.
Basically, like how countries annex stuff.
Right.
Same difference. But this is interesting. Like I said, Penn Hills is not an area of the city I'm well versed in. So explain to people how growing up in Penn Hills for you was.
Well, I grew up in Plum
Okay.
for like a lot of my life, and then I moved to Florida for a little bit, and I came back here. And then my parents moved to Penn Hills whenever I was in high school, and I ended up doing like homeschool and shit like that. So I was like, actually, I went to BCMC first. I don't know if you know what that is.
Nope.
It's like it was a high school inside of CCAC.
Okay.
Where pretty much all like the cut-ups went. But it was lit. I had a good time. But then I did cyber school, and then I would like graduated early and shit. And then I moved back to my parents' house out in Penn Hills. That's where I don't really rep Plum. It's like fuck Plum.
Oh no, bro. I'm the same difference, man. Started out in Keys Rocks, moved to Baldwin, but you don't hear me rep Baldwin ever.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Right now, yeah, I rep Penn Hills. That's my spot.
I get it. Like I said, I definitely understand it, man. Let's say, yeah, like I said, it definitely seen this as we getting a lot of information on this. You got any more questions, James, before we get this food?
Yeah. What's it? So I mean, like, I mean, you don't seem too keen to working with the old music, but are you willing to work with people out here in Pittsburgh, or have you worked with a lot of people?
I work with he goes by Young Nate McCrae. He's dope. That's my dude. He's from Braddock.
Okay.
I've worked with. Who else have I worked with? That's the only person I ever did a feature with, and chewed me. He chewed me on it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, he chewed me on it. His flow is so sick. But
do you have anybody in the city that you want to work with, like a Flatline Nizzy, a Wapo, JKJ? No.
Nothing.
I'm not really a fan of them at all. For real. Like I like Jimmy Wapo's like Elm Street and all that shit, but like I'm not really. My style doesn't go with them.
Well, we'll keep you posted with all the people. We're trying to find every Pittsburgh rapper out there. You know, we're trying our best. So I mean, you can keep up with us. See if you find somebody on there.
I mean, what he's saying is we want to get everybody out, but we also want to get the community together. The big issue I have with Pittsburgh is it seems like everything's a beef. Nobody wants to like.
Right. I fuck with everybody. Like, look, all right. With the way Pittsburgh rap is, I'm not saying it's not like a lot of niggas ain't hard. Because niggas are hard. But it's all the same. It sounds the same. And I'm not the first motherfucker to say this. I might be the first person that you heard say it. But like, yo, niggas all sound exactly the same. They all sound like Harder. They all sound like Beasley. Like, they all want to be from Chirac. Like, get your own style, bro. Like, be you. Like, that's what I'm trying to do is be 100% myself. I don't give a fuck what nobody think about my shit. But like, I know my shit's hard. You know what I'm saying? So like, niggas just need to be themselves because I hear everybody using that same bap bap da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? The same style. Like, just do something new. You know what I'm saying?
What did I call it before when we were reviewing the one album? It's a explanation rap. Like you're basically just like, it's basically like you say a statement and
you explain
else.
Everything.
It's like
real shit.
It's like I went to the store and bought the groceries, and that's the end of the line. It's like you just told me that you're buying groceries.
Thanks for letting us know.
Like I definitely understand what you're saying. Like back in the day, I was fully against them, but I call it like the Migos flow. Everybody has the Migos flow where you're just explaining something. Or Meat Mills. There's two rap group sectors where I'm like, when they rap, I feel like you hit a punchline and it's like you didn't say anything. like you said a bunch of words, but it wasn't like they meant.
They
anything.
didn't even mean anything, right? I like listening to music like that, but then sometimes, yeah, I'm saying you like to listen to some shit that got some meaning behind it, like. But I mean, it all depends on what you're feeling for real.
I think you're right. Outside of like the corners of hip hop I listen to in Pittsburgh, the center of it.
I feel like some people take some rap way too seriously. Like if you're gonna listen to Lil Pump, don't listen to Lil Pump like you want to hear some conscious shit, because you ain't gonna hear no conscious shit. You're gonna hear Gucci Gang. You know what I'm saying? If you want to feel stupid, you turn that shit on. Like.
And that never hurts to go listen to different music, because it always, I mean, even listening to that, you might be like, oh, you know what? Like maybe I could do something from that. You know?
I grow off of it. Like X, honestly, look at me. That like helped me write my Saved by the Bell. That was like one of my influences on that song was Look at Me. I was like, I really like the way you did that. I want to make some shit like that.
Yeah.
So.
Quick question, because this has been an issue with albums we released recently. Are there any like crazy samples on your mixtape? Consider it like a previous song's remix?
No, okay. I don't think so. No.
All right, because in the last few weeks we reviewed albums that have remixes to Rollin' on it, which they just straight up took the beat from Rollin' and the hook and to try to redo it.
I don't do remixes. I do originals.
Like I said, we cool with samples. Like you sample something, but like, it was straight up like it was a Rollin' beat, Rollin' cadence, and the Rollin' hook. Birdman and it was a whole nine, except like I couldn't believe it when I got to it, because I'm like, yo, is he selling this on like any platforms? Because Birdman found out he gets sued.
He's definitely getting sued.
Birdman's getting his money.
Everything.
So no, that's definitely something I was curious about, because like it just.
Actually, I'm lying. What am I saying? Yo, Christ Conscious was a remix. Very badass.
Okay.
Christ Conscious, I remixed that. I was lying.
But it's like a freestyle remix. You ain't like jack his hook and everything.
There ain't no hook. It's just straight bars.
No, that's different. That's completely different. I'm talking about like the people we listen to. it was like get your roll on the hook.
That's ignorant. Yeah.
Like that was my thing. I was like, I'm always down for sampling. Like I always like hearing samples, like the ASAP Ferg joint.
I put in my album. I put like Real Thugs Get Down on the floor. I put that behind one of my tracks.
That's just still a sample.
Yeah,
they straight up like Malachi's the guru behind the cameras, and Malachi would shake his head and tell you that they straight up jacked the song.
They straight jacked it.
And it wasn't even his hype. Like you remember the original "Get Your Roll On"? Like "Get Your Roll On." It was hype. It was like a brought down version. Like it was like real calm. And I'm just like, I gotta start asking artists before I do their albums. It's gonna sound really disrespectful when I talk about the fact that I'm like, you just jacked the song in my eyes.
Damn.
From 2000 and what was it 99? We said it was from 90. Yeah, he just took a song from 99 and tried to redo it.
Yeah, trying to be low key about it.
Like Drake.
There was nothing low key about that.
He tried to pull a Drake on him.
Oh, you're talking about practice.
Nah, what'd he do with that song with YG? Who do you love? He took the whole verse. He took the whole verse.
Right.
Yeah.
But
it was hard. Whatever.
That's always the thing about Drake, though. It's always like, yeah, that was hard, but did Quentin write it?
Right. Right.
Like, and it's all love. Like, the thing is, I do try to warn people, even though I'm basically stopped listening to Drake altogether, is R&B artists don't write their own music. They're usually written by other people. The thing about like everybody thinks The Dream falling off. The Dream's probably written like half the Grammy songs that you like in R&B in the last 10 years. He just don't drop any of his own music no more.
He used to be hard, man. That was my dog back in the day.
So definitely, but so speaking of Drake and the ghostwriting thing, I know you ain't ghostwriting. I mean, you're not getting other people to write your shit, but would you ever ghostwrite?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Nah.
Oh no, it's definitely something that some people some people do waver on their convictions. So I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I'm not like I like to put my raw emotions into my music, and I want people to feel how I feel. Like this whole mixtape, even through the dumb songs, this is like I put my raw emotion into it. You know what I mean? Every song means something to me. See, I don't know what you mean by dumb songs, but like you said, there's moments and times for hype music, which I don't ever expect the hype music to be lyrical. Like it's just, I mean, it can be, but like I'm not looking. Like you said, when it's time to party, I can't wait till you listen to it. You're gonna be so fucked up. Hey man, listen, this is what it's for, man. Like I said, we do reviews. Always keep it 100, everybody. As long as you're cool with constructive criticism. Oh,
I never tell anybody.
Yeah, bro, be mean if you need to, bro. Be mean.
Yeah, like I'm mean to the industry dudes. And when I listen to an industry album and it's just like, you got a label, they are supporting you, you're on like MTV and BET, and I just have my ears bleed. Right, that's different. Right. But if you're from the city, no matter what, I'm here to give you criticism for the next. I always tell people, like, even if I give you just to warn you, we do 5 to 0 and 0 to -5 on the rap jury. Nobody from Pittsburgh's ever gotten negatives. It's usually industry artists that end up negatives. The lowest score we've given, was a 1? 1.5?
You did. I
gave 1.
I'm gonna just tell you right now, bro. I'm not even being cocky or not. It's gonna be on your top 3 at least.
Okay.
I promise you.
Oh, no, I don't care. I respect the artists that are kind of cocky. As long as you ain't like as long as you don't come in here and tell me you a god, we cool.
Right, come in like calling it.
That's the whole whole interview. You'd see on the camera like, oh, watch this interview, and they'd be like, yo, he came in and told us
he said he's God.
The whole interview was us just like, how do we go around this dude? This is God. So like, I'd rather you be cocky. I'm worried about the artist doesn't think he's the best.
Right.
Like you said, you have the enough to admit that somebody can eat you on a track, so that's cool. But do have confidence to say, hey, I still think I'm gonna have the top 3 project for y'all, and I respect that. Yeah. Honestly, this whole interview, between you giving me the fact that you are confident and the fact that you told me that your boy did eat you on a song once, proves to me that that's music.
Yeah, fuck the bullshit. I'm about to be the realest nigga out. I swear to God,
yeah. I might have only heard 1 or 2 people ever tell me that somebody got them on a track in person. Like, at least you didn't tell me, like, was you on Bad and Bougie? Yeah. It was on Bad and Bougie.
No, he got me on that one. I'll show it to you after this. I'll show it to you.
Okay. No, for your this is like something that's really like kind of like me being ridiculous, but structural layout for your album, did you put time and thinking to like, how's this laid out? Yeah. Is that important to listen from beginning to end like that?
Absolutely. I feel like the way that I put the songs together, I mean, it's not necessarily to where you have to listen to the beginning and the end. You could skip through a couple songs. But I mean, the first song is definitely set up as the introduction. And the last song is definitely the outro. I feel like I put them all together to where you get hyped a little bit, and I'll drop you off, and I'll bring you back up.
Okay, yeah. So just like a climax, and then bring you back down, and bring you higher, still where you were at.
Right, exactly. And I ended on a bang.
All right, cool. I mean, that's very important to me.
I'm excited for that now.
Yes.
I don't know. With reviewing albums recently, I've noticed there's two concepts to ending an album. It's either you try to explain something at the end, or you try to just bang.
Right.
So it can work, it can not work, but I'm interested now knowing that like when I get to that last song, I'm supposed to be ready.
Just
like,
there's not necessarily a concept, like a story behind the mixtape. It's just a mixtape. There's just a whole bunch of different flavors in it. That's all.
No, and that's
Marty McFly. That's my favorite one on it, for real.
Okay. All right. So you know what? Since Marty McFly is your favorite song, and we are going to have to prep some of our food, we won't let y'all bump Marty McFly without any of us talking. So we're gonna take a break here on GM Worldwide Radio. I'm gonna get y'all with the IGs and Twitter, and let my man hit you with his IG and Twitter too. GM Worldwide Radio GMWWRadio@gmail.com if you want to get your music in. At GMWW Radio on IG and Twitter if you want to hit us up, and unfiltered_PGH on IG if you want to hit us up on that too.
And my Instagram is @TrappingVlad. That's TRAP. Low is N and Vlad. And then my Twitter is like, oh man, it's just recorded. V_LAD_the_G_URE. I got mad underscores up there. Look, yo, because I made a fucking Twitter and I forgot the password. So then I had to make another one. So they fucked me.
Hey man, that's why it's on YouTube. Rewind that 3 times to make sure you get it.
Also, he's on Facebook, Vlad the Guru. If you want to just look up that.
Just look me up on Facebook.
We'll probably have all that other stuff on there.
So that was the who. We about to get back with the what in a few minutes, y'all. Get this man trying some weird food. We got Belgium and some of the stuff from Pakistan here today. We'll be right back. Remember, we give it to you straight.
I know your place. I thought, oh yeah, why don't you get out my life? Okay.